What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever Get Wrecked Bro, brought to you by the Fair Shake Studios. I'm gonna be the man on the desk, interviewing the multiple faces and people of the CodRECLeague. And today I have none other than the man himself, K1llagh0st, a legendary staple to the CRL. Killer, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good, man.
And again, it's exciting to have you on. But just before we do hop into the interview, I just want to state that though this interview process, this podcast, so to speak, is going to be under the Fair Shake umbrella. We don't have any affiliation towards the Rec League other than we are participants in the Rec League, and I myself am a caster in the Rec League. And shout out to those guys; they're absolutely amazing people. I think that what they have done with the community thus far has been above and beyond what everybody has probably thought could have happened. So again, shout out to the people of the Rec League. You know who you guys are. But we're gonna hop right into today's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I do have K1llagh0st here with me. Uh, Honestly, I would have to say, Killa, and you correct me if I'm wrong. You're like the OG of OGs of CodRec.
Yeah, I got the OG role in the Discord. I've been there since I don't know the exact date I saw the Reddit post, but it was definitely like tail end of Modern Warfare. There was I think it was like I don't know if it was their first season or second season, but it was definitely Modern Warfare. Saw the Reddit post. I sent it over to you because we were talking about, hey, it would be fun to do, comp, play competitive. I never played competitive Call of Duty before that. I know you have. I never even, I think, played ranked Call of Duty. Just like ranked, like Overwatch or Halo, stuff like that, but never Call of Duty. So once I found the Reddit post, I sent it over to you, and that's how we started.
And the rest was history. Honestly, I think that we got to shout out to the Reddit post. 100% needed framed ASAP. A lot of us guys wouldn't even be in the Rec League had we not seen that post. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was the tail end of the life cycle that was Modern Warfare. But I'm pretty sure we got in, basically immediately after that. And again, shout out to the guys at the COD Rec League. They're amazing all the way through. All the admins, all the owners and stuff like that. Just natural, cool dudes, cool people. And again, plug in for them. Please head on over to the CodRECLeague.com. Sign up. It's a great community of guys that just want to play Call of Duty at a casual level. It gets a little high in there, it gets a little high, it gets a little spicy.
Yeah, depending where you at, yeah. If you're really good, it gets crazy. But
Yeah, and again, it's gonna be that, it's gonna be a good time nonetheless. But Killer, just talking about you, you know, how has your experience as just a player have been since you've came into the Rec League?
well, talking from like not well, I'm East, so sometimes my only complaint is sometimes the games run a little too late. But like sometimes there's 10:30 starts, and I know me personally, I gotta be up at 6 in the morning, and sometimes those games, depending on servers, people crashing, you could be up 1 o'clock in the morning still trying to get a game in. So that's my only issue, but it's not really their fault because to to try to fit everybody in a certain time zone from West Coast, Central, East is pretty hard. So I think they do the best they can. But other than that, it's good. Like if you have an issue, a mod answers you instantly. Like if you need help with a rule, or somebody's using something banned, some like is usually issued or like dealt with right away. If you have any issues, everything's pretty organized. The seasons, the signups. There's a lot of new people this season coming in, I heard, so that's good. Um What else? The play, like the way they do playoffs, everything is pretty organized. So I'd have no complaints other than the sometimes late start times, but even that is not that big of a deal.
No, I feel you on that. I think for me, it has to be more or less the same. But again, it's no one's fault. You know, we can't make the world be exactly on the same time. But you know what, man, they're doing the best job they can do over there. And honestly, Killer, you know you have probably. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone watching knows that we have been a duo since the start of Rec League, and with my retirement this season, um, I have to just go back on the success and how has the success of your Call of Duty Rec League professional in some ways, professional career. How has that success been, for you?
Well, in the rec league, it's been my only competitive experience really, and like in a league. So um, we've had a couple seasons where we made playoffs. We had a couple seasons where we made finals, didn't win. Maybe one or two seasons we didn't even make playoffs, but that was like due to roster stuff. It was never really, I think, issue with me and you or whatever. Because we were always a duo. It was always trying to find another two that would fill out the roster with us. So that was always our problem. But definitely like above a 500 record. I started in bronze because I really didn't know what the hell I was doing for like 2 seasons, I think, and then we moved up to silver, and now I'm moving up to gold this season. So
Yeah, man, it's been a roller coaster. A lot of success early on in the regular season, but as we got to the dance, we just couldn't finish. And that's not a problem because that's what the rec league is here for. It's here to put you through the ringer. You get some good ones, you get some bad ones, but ultimately, I for one think that uh, our record in itself, is pretty darn good. Honestly, and I know your record because I know that I didn't compete for one season. Your record speaks volumes for itself. So knowing that you made that transition from bronze to silver and now into gold, what is your expectations for gold, and how do you feel more so about the difference from bronze, silver, and gold? Like, is it major? Is it a small difference?
I, definitely from bronze to silver, there's a bit of a difference. Like you start seeing there's actual players that know what they're doing. Um, newer players coming in that might know a lot more. They usually start in silver also, so it is a little bit of a skill gap there. But from from silver to gold, I haven't really seen a lot too much. This mainly because everybody that we've played with and that's been in silver are also getting better. So they're just gonna move up with us. So that's what I feel. And then whoever was in gold going up to plat and now with diamond, those top tier, those six, I think, top tier teams in the league, they have their own division. So everybody's just moving up.
Which is awesome to see, just the growth of everyone that we've played throughout, that back end of Modern Warfare, all of Cold War, and now into Vanguard. You really do see a lot of players excel, and this is something I do want to touch on. Who would you consider the? I want to say, most improved player that you've played against, from Cold War into Vanguard.
Most improved player. Damn, this one's tough. I want to say he played with us in mix this past season. His name is Biscuit. He um he was a sub in my Cold War last season, and in this game, at least for season one, him and his team did very well, and he helped us a lot in mixed silver. So I would say him honestly.
Yeah, huge
He
shout
has
out to
a
Biscuit though. Huge.
Yeah, he has a good mind. He's very vibey. Knows how to like calm everybody down and stuff. So I would say him.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I know Biscuit came into the um our mixed season towards the back end of there, and really we made a solid push towards the finals. Couldn't get it done, but you know what, there's always next time. And I agree with you. I think a lot of players are like Biscuit. A lot of players, that are continuously learning Call of Duty comp, and you see them from one division to the next. You can see that a lot of these players are really learning, and that's something that honestly just helps players that want to one day say, oh, I want to get into that diamond team. So it's very possible. So just keep climbing the ladders, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give up on yourselves. If you really want to be up there one day, keep on grinding. But on to Killa, there's I gotta ask. You gave me your most improved. Who give me like a K1llagh0st rival?
A rival. I want to say like a friendly rivalry is probably um I think I have a bunch. Like I have a lot of respect for Floofy. Like me and him, we were pretty cool, but we also like to go at each other, in eights or when we playing each other. It's always good luck, have fun, but at the end of the day, you wanna beat them. So I know Floofy's one, and his old team with Alex and Vinny. They're also another two, and I want to say I don't really know anybody else. Like everybody else, I have a lot of respect for, but I don't play. This past season I didn't play much. I sat for D, so maybe we'll make some rivalries in gold this season.
Yeah, and you touched on something, I really want to get into the juicy part of this interview. And a lot of people like looked at that switch and they said, "Wait, Killer sitting for who?" Like honestly, walk me through that process, having been here in the league for what, like 5 seasons, including from Modern Warfare to now. How did that thought process go? And, do you still think it was the best decision you've ever made?
So going into it, we had it was mainly me, you, Morph, and Cover. That was the four. We won our first game pretty easily, and then we had a pretty uphill battle against Crazy, which was turned out to be the best regular season team, in our division. So it went to a game five, from what I remember. Bokage S&D. I didn't really play a lot of Bokage S&D, and that map is already mixy enough as it is.
Yeah.
But they seem to have a strat and all that stuff. So we lost, and I was pretty down on that. And then I just thought, hey, maybe this. D is what, like 15 or something. He's definitely gonna have the better gun than me. So I'm thinking maybe if the team had a better flex, with a better gunny, that maybe we could have taken another one of the hard points and it wouldn't even gone to map 5. So I let you guys scrim with him a couple times, and then I asked the team, "Oh, what you guys think?" And everybody was honest. They say, we'd rather play with you because you're the captain, but he does fit good, and he gets a lot of kills or whatever. So I tried it out for that week's game. We won, then we kept winning. So I just didn't want to change anything. I felt like that was the perfect fit, and I don't regret doing it. Like we won at the end, and I feel like that was the reason we won. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you got to talk to me about the season you just had. You did end up getting a championship ring. Your first ever in the CRL, and then you've been to the dance. Again, as I said, we've been there a couple of times. So having disappointing losses in finals, season after season, and making this one, and you not playing in it. Talk to me about how you feel about this ring. Because I know there's going to be some players that look at that ring in the Discord and say, you know what? Did Killa really earn it? But I want to know, how does Killa feel about it?
So for those people that think that, like, I kind of agree. Like, I didn't really, me personally, I don't feel like I earned it either. I only played the first two games. Yeah, I was there being like the coach or whatever, like setting up scrims for you guys, seeing what was wrong from like an outside point of view, what you guys had to work on. But I felt more like of it as a coach win than a player win. So now, like, my drive in these next couple seasons and even further Call of Duties, as long as I could keep playing, is gonna be like to try to get one as a player. So yeah, that's like my goal right now.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see that. I have to be honest and say, you being my duo up to this point and me retiring, and honestly, wouldn't have it any other way, my boy. No other way. I think that you're a phenomenal IGL, and even if people were to feel a certain way about your championship ring, I would just direct those people to you making the finals in mixed the same season. So it's like the talent was there. It was just a decision that you made for the better of your team, your roster of guys that you put together. And I will always say this, man: you can put the best rosters together that I've ever seen, like in a moment's notice. That's been a big thing for us throughout our CRL experience. It's like, we never tend to keep that same roster because people tend to go their own ways, and that's okay. Roster mania is fun. It's an enjoyable time in the CRL. So talk to me about this new roster of guys you say you're moving up to gold with.
So two of them are the players that we actually lost to in Silver Mix. One is Triple, the other one's Vibes. I don't know if anybody remembers them from watching us get 3-0'd by them, but they were doing pretty good. Vibes is a SMG. He's mainly like a Slayer kind of a SMG. He's gonna annoy you. Um, Triples are Flex. He's gonna be third SMG on Bokage, and he'll be the second AR on most other maps. And he also snipes in SND. He's a really good sniper in SND. So with no smokes now, that's gonna be huge. And I also added his Discord name is JMK, also known as Rat. People thought it was Rat Mario, but it's not. Him I found through eights. He was doing pretty good. Um, put me in a blender a couple times. So, and after that, he just kept, messaging me like, "Oh, what are you gonna do for a roster and stuff?" So It was pretty much like me and him from the start of Roster Mania. We're gonna be like a duo, and we were looking for two. And as soon as we lost to the Triple and Vibes and Mix, sorry, I instantly hit them up and asked them what they were doing for next season. And that's how it went, because I asked our team, but they already had, you were gonna retire. D didn't know what he was doing. Swag didn't know what he was doing, and Cova already had plans. So eventually Swag hit me up, but there was no room for him. I didn't want his talent to be wasted sitting on the bench. So I told him to team with Bombs, and they have their team also, which I think they won the tourney that ended Saturday. So they're probably gonna be in gold as well. So watch out for them. Swag, Mike Smooth, and Swag is my mixed duo. So I'm trying to keep him close to the chest because he got a lot of talent.
Yeah, again, across the board in that Chumps team that we just won with, the talent was just endless. I think that everyone had their own, ability. And the team you speak of now that you're going to be moving up into gold with, another talented roster. And this is something that, you look close at Killa, he's gonna have that talent around him, and I think you as an IGL, some of these younger guys can really learn from some of your wisdom that you really do put out there, and again, that's really really high on some people's boards, and when they're trying to find players to team with, like, hey, who's the best IGL in the CRL, and especially from bronze to silver, I could clearly say it was K1llagh0st. The man has been to the finals just too many times. Finally got it out there in the last season, and looking forward into this next season, Killa. Your team has to be one of those teams that people really keep their eye on. You across the board, almost 3 rings. Vibes has one, Triple has one, you have one. Your experience. So that's going to be an absolute scary, scary team in gold. But talk to me about the other teams in gold. Is there somebody you're gunning for? Because there's got to be a team that you just saying, I want to mark that on my calendar. You're a Texan Shield, you're a Texan Chair, and Jim's like, guys, make sure you give me these guys week 1. Is there anyone in gold that you're really gunning for?
Um, well, it used to be our old teammate Cover's team. I really wanted to play them and see how we stacked up because I know they're a really good team. But I was told that team is probably going to plat after how well they did in the tournament, which is well deserved. They're a really good team. So honestly, I don't even know the gold teams because Crazy's team might be even going to plat too. So and I heard there's a gold South and North this season, so I don't even know which one we're in. So I have honestly no clue who's in this gold division because I know Floofy's in gold. I would like to play him and his new team. Is always fun playing Floof. And he's changed to a flex now, so which is his primary role. So it's gonna be fun to watch that. And but I'm not sure if he'll be north or south, so I don't even know. Like, I have no idea the teams right now. But I'm willing to play anybody, man. I'm gonna start grinding like almost every other day, almost every day, every other day. With the team coming up soon for the season, because I want to prove that I belong in gold.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see that. The Floofbot versus K1llagh0st Gold pre-made, man. That's gonna be awesome to see if that could happen. Honestly, Killer, it's been an amazing interview thus far, and we still got some time here, but I just want you to like just let people that are watching and listening just know a little bit more about who is K1llagh0st and the man behind the ghost. Just like you're one of the more older people in CodRECLeague. What is some things that make you you?
So what makes me me? Well, I don't know. I love the game. I love COD, even though this iteration is not a fan favorite. But I love the game. I love watching people play. The league, I've met a lot of cool people, a lot of good friends. I'm an older guy, so I'm not really trying to go too hard, especially in it's a rec league, it's a beer league, so it's just supposed to be for fun. So you know, um, what can I say? What else about me? I love watching. I'm a baseball head, so I'm a Mets fan. Unfortunately, we're not doing that good. Um, I'm from New York. Spanish. I work almost every day. I'm a security guard. I don't do much, but I much rather be home than at work. But yeah, all the time I'm either looking up, especially if we have a game coming. I'm either looking up, VOD of the other team, or I'm looking up, different strats, where people spawn on the maps and stuff in YouTube. So I mean, as a player, I might not be, as good as I used to be, but I still love the game like the the tactics of it, like the planning, the strats and stuff. So that's really where my mind is.
That's awesome, man. It's awesome to hear, just to get, a little glimpse behind the curtain for who you are. And we really appreciate that here on, Get Wrecked, bro. Honestly, Killer, it's been phenomenal. If is there anything maybe you want to bring to the attention of other players? Maybe there's a juicy story you have. I don't know. Maybe something there. If you don't, that's more than fine. But is there anything else before we do end here?
No real juicy stories, just I've just want to shout out the league and the people in it. Everybody's cool. A lot of respect for everybody. A lot of love for everybody. If like we saw this weekend, if you're toxic in the chat and outside of it, you're gonna get banned. So it's only right that the league does stuff like that to keep everything cool and collected. And I think we have a great group of guys and girls because there's definitely a lot of girls in the rec league, and definitely one's way better than me. So even if you're male, female, whatever gender you associate with, if you love COD and want to play in the rec league, you can start. If you don't know anything, you can start from the bottom. If you know a lot and watch all the time, you can start, silver. And it's all fun. You meet a bunch of great people, and sometimes your matches on stream, and you could tell, your family and friends, oh, hey, watch my game. No better feeling than that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Killer, it was phenomenal. You coming on as the first episode of Get Wrecked, bro. It's been a long ride. It's been a journey with you from the start of Modern Warfare to now, man. Me retiring, it was only right, but I cannot wait to see you where you are at the end of this season and in seasons to come. But K1llagh0st, before we go, I want to do a little thing where you can shout out your ads. Where can people find you on the internet?
Mainly everything's K1llagh0st on Twitch, on Discord, Twitter. Um, what else? Instagram, I think it is still also. So just the same name you see here, K1llagh0st. That's my app for everything usually.
Yeah, and the links will be down in the description below for everyone that I do interview here on Get Wrecked, bro, under the Fair Shake Studios, umbrella. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, if you want to be here next, if you want to get interviewed next, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know you're ready. But K1llagh0st, again, thank you for a phenomenal time. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you in the next one.